Hello guys, my name is Crew, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the horse swapper version 2.0 in Minecraft. Now, what is a horse swapper? Well, it is a horse storage facility, meaning it'll store a number of horses. This one in particular can store up to 9 horses, and with the simple flip of a lever, you can pick any horse you want and take it out of the system, go ride it around, and when you're ready, you can go ahead and return it back into your system. So it's a very cool, very awesome redstone build, and I built this once before. However, the redstone was messy, it wasn't very compact, it definitely wasn't survival friendly, and that's what I fixed here. So this guy can hold up to 9 horses, or really you can expand it however big you want. This one holds 9 though, and it's fairly compact, not a whole lot of redstone going on here, and I'm definitely able to build it in survival. All you guys got to do is follow the little tutorial I'm going to be giving, but first of all, let me show you guys how it works. So if we flip this lever here, that'll get it started. It takes a little bit to warm up, and then we're going to go ahead, see it move, and basically what it does is it just rotates the horses around this machine, and it does that by using rails and powered rails. So all the horses are in a minecart, and when they're in a minecart they can't move. And then what I do is I just, I put a block so the minecart gets pushed away, and then I power the rail, and then I unpower the rail so that way they stop, and they just keep rotating around and around the circle. Now, let's say you're the rich guy on the server, and you want to take your horse out of this storage facility. So our horse is obviously the one wearing diamonds. All we're going to do is flip this lever, and that's going to activate these ejector rails. They'll eject the horse. Then if we flip the lever again so the next horse doesn't get ejected, we can go ahead, take our horse out, and ride it around. So it's as easy as that to take a horse out of the machine, and if you don't want it running or causing any lag, then you can easily just turn it off there, and it'll actually stop running. But let me show you guys how to put it back in the system. So when you take a horse out of the system, the minecart is still in there, and it just keeps rotating along with the horses, just an empty minecart. And if you want to put a horse into the system, all you gotta do is wait for the minecart to come along. So I believe it's after this donkey here. Yeah, you can see the minecart's next in line, so you're going to want to take your horse, line up here, and then the horse is going to go in the minecart. You just got to push shift to hop out, and you're good to go. Your horse is back in the system. So it's very easy to use, very easy to operate, and this machine, it never breaks. You can have it running forever. However, every so often you might stand here in the way and accidentally bump a horse going in the wrong direction, but this machine is smart enough to actually fix itself. So if you give it enough time, it usually takes 2 to 3 minutes, but if you get, all the horses bumping into each other and messed up, then the machine, it'll fix itself in 2 or 3 minutes. So it's really cool, really reliable, and let me give you guys a brief tutorial on how to build this thing. Okay, so this is how the tutorial is going to work. I'm not going to be giving you guys a block-by-block demonstration on how to build this thing. However, I am going to be showing you how to build one of these little modules. This is what is going to pretty much pause the horse, and then when it receives a pulse, it's going to let the horse go to the next station. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this, and feel free to customize your station here however you would like. You can make it as big or as small as you need it to be, and each one of these modules is going to be able to store a different little horse, and then all you gotta do is connect that up to a clock. However, this is what I recommend your layout to look like. You got to have an unpowered rail, powered rail, unpowered rail, powered rail, and unpowered rail. That is going to be how the modules are going to be divided out, and then each module is going to be built at this unpowered rail here. That way the minecarts have enough speed to get to the next station, and you don't have any guys bumping into each other. So what you're going to want to do is come up just like this, sticky piston facing down, and then a redstone block. And here is where it gets a little complicated. So whatever direction you're going to want to be pushing the horses is where you're going to want to place this sticky piston. So what I'm going to have, if we grab a minecart here, we're going to have the horses go in... Oh, why are you not going? Okay, so if we place a minecart here, we're going to have the horses be going in this direction. So since they're going in this direction, we're going to want to place a sticky piston on this side of the block. However, if you are going to have the horses start from this side and go this way, you're going to want to place a sticky piston on this side of the block. It just matters which direction they're going. So we're going to have the horses start over here and go that direction. So sticky piston right here. And then we're going to want to come underneath, place another sticky piston with a block on it, then 2 blocks here, and we're going to want to put a repeater and a dot of redstone. Alright, so come up to the top and destroy this little rail right here, and we're going to want to shift click a sticky piston facing up with a block on top of it and replace that rail. Then we got one more thing to do, and that is place a block right here with a repeater going into this block, just like that. And you're going to want to make sure there's a block right here. If there's not a block right there, it's not going to work. And to test that out, if we go ahead and power that block right there, you'll see what happens is this rail gets pulled away, the block goes up, and the rail turns on. And then when we destroy this block, the torch there, the rail gets pushed back, block goes down, and the rail is unpowered. So that's all the little station does. And for this, I have to give a huge shout out to TT Lemon. Be sure to check out his channel down in the description. He came up with this little rail station right here. He had a minecart station where it stops you and lets you change the direction. And I basically took that, chopped it in half, and this is pretty much what I used to build this horse storage machine. I just filled the minecarts up with horses, set it on a little timer, and went around. So let me go ahead and build one more of these little modules right here, and then we'll show you how to hook it up to a clock. Okay, so I have a couple more of these little modules set up, and you can see the spacing in between these guys. You're going to want to have the unpowered rail directly across from the redstone block, and make sure there's just a normal rail, powered rail, normal rail, and that's going to be what's spacing out each of these guys. That way the minecarts can go, get enough speed to get to the next station, and so on and so forth. Now what you guys can go ahead and do is you can add a little on and off station here with unpowered rails, and you can have this, go around and connect back up to the beginning, so that way it's like a cycle between them. If you guys aren't too good with redstone and you do want to build this thing block by block in your world, feel free, there's a world download down in the description where you can go ahead and download this and copy it block by block if you want to. However, if you know how to use basic redstone, then you should have a pretty good idea of how to build this thing. So what we're going to do now is you can see if we power these blocks at the top, that's what's going to activate them. So all the stations are going to be setting them off now, and then if we push this, then they all go back to their normal state. So let's go ahead and set up a little clock here. To do that, we're going to want to come out a few blocks, and then we're going to make a little clock like this. So my clocks, it just goes pretty simple. We're going to want to have repeaters going into this. I found that a good amount of time is about 6 repeaters. And if we go like this, then the clock's going to go. So it's going to be 6 repeaters, all on 4 ticks of delay. And this is by far enough delay for the thing to work. Now all we're going to want to do is make ourselves a little pulse shortener thing. And to do that, we're going to want to go repeater here on 4 ticks of delay and have that going into the system. And then a repeater here, 4 ticks of delay. And we're going to want to extend that signal by 2 more ticks and have that guy going into the system as well. So that way you can see here every so often it's going to fire and then go back, and if we actually feed it some minecarts, you can see we'll put a minecart at each station. They're going to be activated, they'll go to the next station, they'll stop, then they'll be activated, they'll go to the next station, they'll stop, and this last guy will be activated, they'll go to the next station and stop. So this works with horses, mobs, pretty much anything you guys can think of. It even works with players if you really want to. And yeah, I think it's just a really cool system and design. I found it's best working as a horse storage facility, but feel free to use it with whatever you guys want. Anyway, I thought this was a really cool invention, so I thought I would show it to you guys. And feel free, there's a world download in the description. If you guys did enjoy this video and you made it this far, a like rating would be much appreciated. Really helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. My name's Crew. Adios.